Now, the left shoulder doesn't really, I mean, the right shoulder doesn't really need to be kind of to the pip in alignment to the left shoulder, can be a little bit higher. If I think you know by now as well, more often than not, what you're going to see happening is that price is going to do something like this. When it creates the higher high, most likely price is going up. Let's pretend that this is 4 hours or 1 hour time frame, and now in green. And now the white one is maybe 5 to 15 minutes time frame, right? So it's a lower time frame. So maybe what you're going to see is maybe a double top in here, price pausing a little bit, and now kind of creates some kind of demand. And now there's maybe a demand zone in here. And now price goes up, eventually reaches that higher high. As it goes down, if maybe you have the first supply in here, right? So this becomes a very important level as well to look for in here. Something in there, and then eventually we do break. We kind of retest a little bit this demand, we go down, and eventually maybe breakthrough, right? So that's the decision to break this demand that created the break of this high. And yes, this the break of this demand opens space for price to go further down. And yes, at this point we do have maybe this new supply in here, and that maybe where this left shoulder now goes and drops. So in terms of looking of fine-tuning the specific level that you want to look for price to go to when it's creating the right shoulder, so where it's going to occur the reversal in this point, pay attention of course to the fresh levels, to the supply levels of previous levels, support resistance somewhere in here on the lower time frame that you can find. This can help you to fine-tune exactly with precision where maybe price is about to reverse. Sometimes, yes, sometimes it's completely almost to the pip in alignment to the left shoulder. Sometimes can be a little bit higher. The pattern doesn't really need to be working to the pip. Another way to find out exactly where it goes to, right? So this is another webinar that I already mentioned. We did that 1 or 2 months ago, which is to find out the fresh levels, right? So at this point, just select another color, can be gray. Yes, it's to find out exactly where are the fresh levels. And by any chance, if price in this case goes up, can you see this gray? I hope you can see it. I can change it. Maybe it's too dark. Maybe this one. It's almost white. It's okay. Yeah, so for example, yes, we have this line. So we have these 2 supplies, right? In here. And there's another way to trade this specific Quasimodo pattern, right? You don't need to wait. You don't need to wait for this warwall to be created in order to trade something in alignment with this left shoulder. Okay, you actually can start trading or try to look for setups in here at around this level or this level, as soon as maybe you can break, as soon as you break maybe this demand zone. So as soon as you actually break this level, you can start looking for that short, at least your first target is in here. And then, yes, then maybe there's the potential that you are going to have the biggest Quasimodo pattern that I just draw in here in green. But even if maybe price just was doing this low, went up, down, up, and maybe it's just doing this. Okay, maybe now just retest this low again and then continues to the upside, and then there's not even a break of a low. Even in this scenario, maybe there's opportunity to trade from this left shoulder somewhere in here, all the way until here in the lower time frame, and then maybe even price can continue to go higher. Maybe can reach the target close to these walls. So yes, you can start making that prediction or anticipation. But yes, so if price comes here and it takes this supply level, there's a higher probability that next time when you do have this low, price wants to go here. Okay, because this is the level that is still fresh, and in this case, price on the way down. So when price is already moving from this fake out towards the low, price has already taken this supply. If price comes here, doesn't really respect it, but goes here now and goes down. This now the second one, so call it this one the first, this is the second. Now more often than not, price actually on the retracement, when it's creating this warwall, when it's reacting from the left shoulder, is actually going to react from here, okay, from the alignment. And I think now you can see it, if not pay attention to it, is that what we have in here now. Just draw in this white zone. Can you see what you see in here? Can you tell me what you see in there? From this, what do you have in here? What is this? What is this? What is this?
Smaller Quasimodo.
Thank you, Tiago. Exactly. And now you have a Quasimodo inside another Quasimodo, which is a Quasimodo created on the left, on the right side of the fake out. And now this becomes almost the best possible scenario that you can see in order to trade eventually the biggest Quasimodo. This is exactly what you want to see. It's one of the best levels to look for an entry on the trace when you have actually a smaller Quasimodo on the right side of the fake out or the right side of the head. It's exactly what you want to see. The probability of working is so much higher when then we have this level in here. So two scenarios, as I mentioned. You go ahead. Someone say something? No. So what I was about to say something. So yes, so we have zone 1, kind of the supply above, zone 2, kind of the support resistance with another supply. If the zone 1 is fresh, there's a high probability that the right shoulder is going to go to zone 1. If the zone 1 has been taken on the way down, there's a high probability that now the left shoulder that we're going to be looking for is this. In here, it's kind of in alignment with the bigger one, and that's exactly where you want to be looking for in the future to trade. So yes, if by any chance price now on the way down kind of goes, let me do this first. Okay. If by any chance price now creates the fake out in there, and on the way down kind of maybe breaks this one, and it already goes and takes the orders from the zone 2, and even before kind of breaking this low, there's a high chance that then maybe all of it in here has been taken, and under trace there's maybe no left orders anymore, and maybe price can actually go higher and maybe create another fake out or whatever it may be, right? So pay attention as well if inside this level there is orders or not inside there. It's much better if you actually see and have a fresh supply. It's even better if you have actually a Quasimodo, a smaller Quasimodo inside there. It becomes so much stronger, the probability of working.